So, Steve, we're gonna know who, what, when, where, why, how. So,
Yes, sir.
let's start with your story. Who is Steve?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just like a regular guy. I started off, in high school. Dude, actually, bro, do you want to get super fucking
Let's
real,
get
man?
deep, bro. Where are you from? Like who are you?
Yeah,
Who's the avatar that's going online?
And I grew up in LA, but what was weird, what a lot of people don't know, is that I actually had Tourette's as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't expect to
No,
hear
I
that.
didn't. Yeah,
I just threw you on that one. Like, I had the whole thing, like the noises, the words, the heads, like full blown. And that was before people even knew what it was. And I don't know if I just sometimes you could grow out of it, like at a certain age. Like for me, it was like when I finally got to high school. Mm-hmm. But before that, I was like the weird kid in the class, where like the special ed class. I had a special ed class. Like I was really that kid. I'm just being honest, man. Yeah. Like it is what the fuck it is, you know?
Yeah.
And then so I really didn't have any friends, or I didn't like fit in at all. Like I was just a loner, you know? And I would always watch people hang out together and be like, damn, I wonder what that would be like, you know? So I started playing football because I was really mad. I was just angry. I was so fucking pissed that I could actually finally fucking hit people and take some of my aggression out without getting in trouble. So 10th grade was my first year playing football, and I got on the field and I just was like, people were like, I'm a senior. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, and I was just trying to murder people. Like, I didn't care if it was a game. I didn't care if it was practice. I was out there to murder people. After my first year, I was only 170, and I told my coach I want to get a scholarship. Mm-hmm. And he told me how, like, I would never get a scholarship because I sucked. And I was like, bitch, I'm going to get a scholarship to the #1 school in the nation. Watch. And my next year, I came back at 225, my junior year. I still didn't get any, like, awards or anything. Mm-hmm. I just kept training, like, more than everybody. And then my senior year, I was a blue chip All-American, All-State. I won every award possible. And I got a scholarship to the #1 school in the nation, University of Miami.
Oh, shit.
They just won a national championship. I was like, what's up, motherfucker? Mm-hmm. You know, like, don't ever tell me what I can't do. So I knew at a young age that even though I was a fucking outcast, and even though I was weird, even though I was in a fucking special ed class, I knew that I could fucking set my mind to something and fucking accomplish it. Yeah. Now, that was great. I got the scholarship, and it was like, you know, my teammates were like The Rock, like that dude was my teammate, Warren Sapp, all these guys, and here I am, like I made it. But I didn't have like the right blueprint to fucking keep it. Mm-hmm. And so when I got there, my mindset wasn't right. I didn't have the right attitude. I also fucked up my knee my first year, and I kind of fucked it up. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up transferring to another school, to Idaho State. Like my last 2 years, I became a starter there, but then I kind of fucked that up too. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, like, dude, I became a personal trainer. I got to the top of that game, changed the industry. Like, It's kind of crazy. Like, I got online like 12 years ago and taught people about auto debit. Every trainer was doing packages, but I was running it like a real business with auto debit, guerrilla marketing. Mm-hmm. And I opened up a gym within like 2 years of being like homeless to opening up a gym. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. Like in high school, when I was getting that scholarship, I was living out of a car, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Like we kept getting kicked out of houses. My dad was like this con artist guy, and so I was just like, I'd sleep in the car, I'd get up, I'd train, I'd work out, I'd go to school, I'd go back to the car, sleep in the car, you know, and then so here I am, like out of college, I dropped out, I like fucked up again, started this gym within like a couple years. It was like a 7-figure gym, you know, and then I started telling people all over the world how to do that. I opened up six-figure boot camps in 6 months, in addition to my gym. So a guy named Bedros like heard about me. I had this model called Fit Body Boot Camp, and he wanted to partner with me. So we became 50-50 partners. My first time ever speaking on stage, I sold, I don't even know how many franchises I sold, but it became the biggest franchise for boot camps in the world. Yeah. I was coaching people all over the world, making $100K a month, but my ego was getting kind of crazy. I was in a shitty marriage. I just didn't understand. I didn't have the blueprint to fucking, I could get to the top so many times, but then I would go back down, get to the top. I sucked at, I was great at getting there. I sucked at staying there. So about like, I was offline for like 10 years, bro. Yeah. Just helping people locally. I opened up another brand called OC Fit, and I opened up 6 locations in Orange County, making it the biggest privately owned boot camp, you know, in the world, or in the area. It's like I always just keep getting to the top, you know, but then I would fuck it up. Yeah, so I got on Wes's program, and he actually like unlocked for me. He helped me figure out what the hell was going on. And the thing is, I didn't have an anchor. I didn't have somewhere where I could look and see if I'm drifting off course. It was almost like driving your car without any GPS, without like directions. You just don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
And so my anchor now, so this is the anchor. It's basically, it's so simple. It's give the most value to the most people in all ways. Now that sounds simple, right? Okay, yeah, give value. But to do that, I must be the best version of myself in order to do that in all ways. Relationships, finance, business, fitness, nutrition, mindset, being lean, everything. And so now all I do is I just measure against that. So when it's about me, if I make it about me, I spiral, man. If I make it about me, I crash and burn. So like, for instance, the other day I was getting into like a little argument with my wife. And if it was about me, I'm trying to win this argument. But in that moment, my purpose is to give massive value to the most people. So I can't win an argument. I have to resolve this in a badass way where then I could share that and help other people that are in a little argument. It's not about me anymore. And so for me, the blueprint is to make it never about me. To make it about creating the most badass life and all ways, and then give that life to as many people as I can. And that's now my new anchor. And it's been amazing, like to finally, I'm gonna be fucking 50 next year, bro, which is crazy, dude. That's crazy, man. Yeah. I'm gonna be 50 next year. And, there was a lot of shame and guilt and like I really should like have $100 million by now. Yeah, I've been really successful, but not to where, not of the impact that I've had in the world, the things that I've created, because I've always crashed and burned. So to now have the blueprint, and all the blueprint is just helping people. And gosh, man, when you help someone, when you change their life mentally, physically, you get them to lose 50 pounds, you get them to change their mindset so they could actually achieve what they want in their life, and they're thanking you and telling you, I'm not gonna lie, like it feels so good. I don't know, I kind of get addicted to that feeling. Yeah. And I gotta be careful with that too, because I don't want to make it about that feeling. I just want to make it about giving value. But yeah, that's my blueprint now. So now here I am, just watch, I'm about to write a book now. So I've revolutionized the fitness industry so many times with boot camps, with personal training. Like a lot of you out there are using my method. If you're using auto debit and doing group training, I was one of the first people to ever do that. And I was the first person to publicize that and give an actual business model for that. So you're probably using my methods right now. If you're doing an indoor boot camp, I had one of the first indoor boot camps ever. And I built the biggest indoor boot camp franchise. So you're using my model right now, but you just don't know it. Yeah. But now I'm going to write this nutrition book, because I have these 3 rules and 3 accelerators that no one's using, where I don't have to count calories to get people lean. And look at me, man. I'm
he's cut, 50, man. If you look at the Mansion Mastermind, good. Yeah,
and if you know my story, I used to be 287 pounds, filled with anxiety and depressed. I opened up 6 six-figure boot camps in 6 months. in addition to my gym. So a guy named Bedros heard about me. I had this model called Fit Body Boot Camp, and he wanted to partner with me. So we became 50-50 partners. My first time ever speaking on stage, I sold, I don't even know how many franchises I sold, but it became the biggest franchise for boot camps in the world. Yeah. I was coaching people all over the world, making $100K a month, but my ego was getting kind of crazy. I was in a shitty marriage. I just didn't understand. I didn't have the blueprint to I could get to the top so many times, but then I would go back down. Get to the top. I sucked at, I was great at getting there. I sucked at staying there. So about I was offline for 10 years, bro. Yeah. Just helping people locally. I opened up another brand called OC Fit, and I opened up 6 locations in Orange County, making it the biggest privately owned boot camp, in the world, or in the area. It's I always just keep getting to the top, but then I would fuck it up. Yeah. And so yeah, I know this. And you're running across America, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Who does that?
I'm trying to help Feeding America donate 1 million meals to those who are in need. I grew up with a poor family, so it really when you grow up with a poor family, it comes with poor habits, and I have to break a lot of those in order to elevate myself and change the world too as well. It really, really is one of the hardest things for me, because all those bad habits over time ingrain in me, and I have to kill my old self off in order to move to the next step. So I told myself I killed my 1.0 version, and my 2.0 version got me here. So I need to be at the 3.0 version right now to get myself to the next level. And yeah, man, it's gonna be 150 day of running. We're gonna change the world. I'm not an athlete, so we're not trying to get over there as fast as we can, from LA to New York. But what we're doing is we have a team. We're going to create content every day, and our goal is to motivate, inspire people to push just a little bit further. Like today, I did 13 miles, but the last mile I added on a 45-pound weight jacket, so I could use that to push, motivate other people. Because the mile I write down, that's a mile for me, but the extra mile is the mile that's going to motivate and push other people to go a little bit more. And then when you push them to go a little bit more, they actually do more, and that's how we're going to change the world.
Yeah, and like everyone wants like the secret and the blueprint of like being massively successful. They're like, oh, what are the 7 steps? And really there's like 2 steps.
Yeah.
Like there really is. Like Zig Ziglar said, the more people you help get what they want, the more you get what you want. So step 1, just give massive value. Make your purpose to give massive value. The more value you give by the universal law of compensation, you'll get compensated for it. But then the second step, you got to grab your nuts, man.
Yeah.
You got to grab your fucking nuts. You can't just be thinking small and just taking little steps. You got to fucking go out there. And really it's like, I don't want to have regrets, man. I'd rather fall right on my face, get up, fall on my face, get up, than wonder what could have happened if I really went for it. So I just go for it 100%, and that's what you're doing too.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 steps you need, bro. That's it.
Yeah. I love that my back's against the wall every single day. And I love that it forces me to change really fast, or else it won't happen. Change really fast, adapt real quick, move with the route right away. Because I'm a normal person. I'm not one of these guys that have made it much further than where I'm at right now. I'm a normal person trying to break the barrier. So I have to break a lot of normal habits in order to get to level like Steve is at and the other gentlemen that we met. I have to break all those bad habits of a normal person. And it's nothing bad about being a normal person, but it's not the life I want. It's not the legacy I want to lead with and leave behind, right? So that's why I have to break all that molds. And it sucks, but there's a lot of dark time, a lot of downtime that I wish it was easier, but I just have to put myself against the wall every day and fucking pull magic out of my fucking pocket. That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, let's face it, most people don't want to be normal. I mean, really, they don't think, gosh, I just want to be more normal. I want to be more average. Everybody wants to know that they lived this life and got everything out of it they could. They gave everything, and when it's time, we're all going to die one day. We're all going to die. And it's really on that day that maybe this is it, you got to look back. And I don't want to look back and go God damn, man. What if I just really went for it? Mm-hmm. I never want to feel that way. So for me, and I think for a lot of people out there, you just got to know, you don't have to be the best at anything. You just have to do it. Mm-hmm. It separates you so much from the average person because the average person just won't move. They just won't take that step. And it's everyone says get out of your comfort zone, but I really feel you should be uncomfortable with being comfortable. Because it's true, you should be uncomfortable with being comfortable, because the more you're comfortable, the more you're not moving forward. So if I'm comfortable in a day, even coming here to do this podcast, it's I haven't done a lot of podcasts. I haven't done a lot of podcasts.
You're fucking killing it.
And so no, but I'm driving over here going fuck yeah, this is different. This is cool. Mm-hmm. This is moving me forward.
Yeah.
This is necessary what I have to do. Mm-hmm. You got to be uncomfortable as much as possible, man. And sometimes that means spending a shit ton of money on investing in someone that's going to help you. It's not comfortable, Sometimes it's buying a car that is going to allow people to really see oh, this motherfucker makes moves. And then it empowers them to make moves.
Yeah.
You can't just play it safe. What is that?
Yeah.
You just got to fucking go for it. And I know that sounds such a simple thing, but when it's your nuts on the line, it ain't that simple.
That's going to be a good cut right there. When your nuts on the line, it's not that simple, motherfucker. So you're getting some heat out.
Hell yeah.
You're just flowing it.
That's what we do.
You just it just seems like you've been on many podcasts before. So with that being said, for you right now, what's your next move?
Yeah, I mean, really, my next move is just bigger. Bigger. I really just gotta, I know that I have the ability to really help a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I know I do. I know what everyone wants. Everyone wants to be confident. Everyone wants to be strong. Mm-hmm. Everyone wants to be financially successful. They want to have a happy marriage. They want to be a good parent. They want to have a successful business. They want to look in the mirror and be proud of what they see. And they want to have a bulletproof mindset where they just know they could count on themselves to make strong decisions when needed. And I have those things to give to people. So for me, it's just how do I get to more people faster? And so my next move is like, I mean, you're gonna have to just watch and see the crazy shit that I'm gonna do because my purpose is to give massive value. So I have to do massive things to get massive attention to give that value. And then, writing this book, I know this book is gonna be big. It'll change the entire world in the way they do nutrition. And I see people struggling. They don't understand these hidden ingredients in foods. They think they're doing it right and they're applying themselves, but they're getting frustrated because it's not working. So all they could do is just keep dropping calories. And then it's this endless cycle of losing muscle, losing fat, then gaining it back. I'm gonna stop all that with the whole world. And that's gonna open a lot of doors for me so I could even help more people. So that's my mission, and that's what's next for me.
Yeah. That's gonna be big moves. You're gonna attract a lot of people.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna change the world.
Hell yeah, because I see what happens. I mean, I work with people all the time. I've actually worked with thousands of people. I've been doing this now for 24 years.
Yeah.
I've been working with people forever, and look at my own transformation that I made. Yeah. So it's like these concepts, they just work, and it's crazy. Like people's minds are blown when I explain how this works and how easy it is. And then they do it, and they really just change their whole life because now they're confident.
Yeah.
You show me a confident man or woman, and you're going to show me a completely different trajectory in life.
Yeah.
You can't operate life without being confident. And if you're looking in the mirror and you're not confident and proud of what you see, that's a big part of it.
Wow. That's so much. I could see it. So many good clips going to come out of this.
Oh yeah.
You're fucking spitting fire. So you're definitely right. So, recently, I would say a year ago, my relationship ended, and it's a 7-year relationship, and it was a really big struggle for me. I went through a lot of dark times. I was so depressed. I was paralyzed in my bed for two weeks. I didn't even move. And then fitness is what saved me, got me back rolling again, and and I was like, hey, with my campaign, I'm gonna make the baseline is fitness is your gateway to greatness. And that's what saved me, and I think what you're doing too as well, you're gonna save a lot of people from hurting themselves. You're gonna save a lot of people from going down a deep, dark spiral that they might not recover from.
Yeah, a lot of people have breakups. That's a big one.
Yeah.
A lot of people have breakups, and it's such a big deal. Yeah. And honestly, a breakup should be really easy. A breakup should actually be fun. How's that?
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Say it. A breakup should be fucking fun. So here's the deal. And I don't care if you broke up with the person, they broke up with you, they cheated on you, ooh, they wronged you, all this shit. Yeah. This is the proper way to handle a breakup. I'm going to give you the breakup fucking blueprint. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Number 1, you thank them. You thank them for the good times you had, because you did have good times. You had some good times. You go, dude, I had some great times. Thank you so much. Then you thank them for the learning experience. I learned about me, what I could give and what I need. I also, hopefully during that time, you worked on yourself and you leveled up. When you level up, you match up. See, you matched up with someone at the level you were at. As you develop, now you'll match up with a higher level, but you'll also have the knowledge of knowing what you need and what you require and what you could give. And then you take that knowledge and you find a better matchup. And then you see how that works. And while you're doing that, you appreciate the good times, you're leveling yourself up, you're learning. And if that doesn't work out, thank you so much. And you get excited for your next adventure because it's even better. And that's how it works. And because here's the thing, the reason why people get so upset is because they think they're not going to find something better. Because if you had a crystal ball, a real crystal ball, and you saw yourself with someone more beautiful, more supportive, more loving, more affectionate, better in all ways, and you were so happy, and then this person broke up with you, would you really be upset?
No.
It's because you don't believe that the next thing is there, but it's there. If you just understand these concepts, then you get excited for your next adventure, and you should be excited genuinely for their next adventure. Because when you're holding on to that hurt and trying to you're mad at them, you're actually blocking yourself from your next great thing. So that's how you handle a breakup. They're actually fucking fun, bro.
That might go viral. That's fucking great.
It's true because, dude, bro, when I was in college, my first real like live-in girlfriend. I was a freshman, she was a sophomore.
Yeah.
She was super smart, super beautiful, like just the perfect girl, and she dumped me. I went home for the vacation, like in summer, and she called me and found some other dude and dumped me. And I was heartbroken. I did all the bitch things. I like cried. I begged her to come back. I really was like thinking to myself, I'm never gonna find someone better. This is the best. Crap. And then as soon as I really just let go, like it wasn't even like I figured it out. Like some other girl kind of like came into the scene that was better. And then I just really let go and I learned all these lessons. And from then on, anytime there was a breakup, I was so excited for my next adventure because I kept leveling up and I was genuinely excited for their next adventure too. And I just like really understood how it works. So breakups are a fucking breeze, brother.
Damn, I love
Congrats.
you, man. Thank you. Holy shit.
Congrats, you're breaking up. You're about to level up. Shit.
Hell yeah, man. I could see that clip is going to help a lot of people. Right now, it's just like, I don't know what's going on in the environment, but a lot of people are like deeply depressed. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not sure it's what's going on with.
Well, I think I know what's going on.
What is going on?
Well, the thing is, like, I have kids. I have a 3-year-old son. I have a 16-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, with social media right now, is you get a lot of like praise for being weak. So if you basically say a bunch of weak ass shit, people say, oh my God, you're so brave, that's so awesome. So you're getting this positive reinforcement. If you say, I'm so depressed, people are like, oh, you're so brave, that's great. And it almost gives you this power where now you like being depressed is like now your identity. Because you got maybe you were just a normal person and no one really acknowledged you, and now all of a sudden you come on saying you're depressed or suicidal or whatever it is, and everybody now is like saying how great you are. So you kind of like feed into that and you don't want to change it. You don't want to get out of that. And so there's just a lot of weak shit that's going on where people, it really should be like, hey, you're depressed, that sucks. Let's do some stuff to get you out of that. Let's go work out. Let's go figure out how to make you proud of yourself. Because proud is such a higher frequency feeling than depressed. So what do we got to do to make you proud? Like, you shouldn't just love yourself for no fucking reason. Like, you shouldn't. Everyone says love yourself, right? But you gotta earn loving yourself. You gotta fucking earn it. You earn loving yourself by doing the hard shit that you know you need to do that's good for you. It's like you wouldn't give your kid that you love cake because they want cake. You give them healthy food, even if they don't want it, because you love them. So why are you any different? So you earn loving yourself, you earn making yourself proud, and once you're proud, you're not depressed anymore. And then you can start climbing that ladder.
I feel like I learned a lot of life lessons just now. We gotta do another one.
I mean, I've been through that shit with my own kids, man. Like honestly, like my daughter got depressed. She got suicidal. She was cutting herself like head to toe. She came down one day and she was covered in cuts. Like she really, we had to take her to the psychiatric ward a couple times. I didn't know what to do. And like we ended up getting her in like a wilderness program, and she was there for like 99 days, and then we put her in a therapeutic boarding school. And during that time, I got a lot of therapy as a parent to deal with this stuff, and I saw the mistakes that I was making too. And then I just knew that I just had to really just build up, make them proud, not try to solve the problems, but try to have them solve it for themselves, talk to them, not tell them. More ask questions as a parent. You got to ask questions. The more you tell your kids stuff, if you're telling your kids stuff all the time, you're doing it wrong. You should be asking your kids questions 90% of the time and let them lead you. Like, let them lead themselves. Because they're going to want to, like, especially a teenager, they want to be proud of their plan. They'll work 100 times harder for their plan than for your plan. So if you could ask them questions and they're coming up with the plan, they're going to be so much more likely to do it than if like you're the parents telling them what to do, you know?
Holy shit. I can't wait for your book. Are you going to have an audio version too of it?
You know what's funny? I didn't even think of it, but hell yeah, I should.
You got a good voice. You know?
Thanks, bro.
Throw the AI on it too, boom.
Hell yeah.
Voice. Like, yeah, like I don't know. I feel really grateful right now.
Thanks, I do too.
Yeah, to be like have this opportunity to talk to you and have you drop knowledge on me and drop knowledge on everyone that's watching, because this is a new spark. You're gonna.
When you're running hard in life, you break a lot of shit, and when you break a lot of stuff, you learn, And so I have these lessons because I've messed up so much, and it's like no one wants to hear the story of like someone that grew up rich, their parents handed them a business, and then they made the business a little bit bigger. It's like, you know, like you really want to know, people relate to struggles. And so since I've been down so much and I've messed up so much and then I've had to figure it out, it makes me in a position to just help more people. I could really relate when someone's going through something. I know what it feels to be there. I've been there. And it's just like, take my hand, let me help you out. Let me get you out of this, you know.
Wow. Damn. All right, so we're going to wrap this up.
Let's do it.
But before we go, if you had to start over everything today, let's say you're fucking 18-year-old kid starting over today, with all your wisdom, experience, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, if I were to start over, I would actually do what I started really intentionally doing 4 months ago. I would tell my younger self this. I would say, dedicate your life to giving the most massive value to the most people. Because in order to do that, you must be the best version of yourself in all ways. Because only the best version of you is going to be able to deliver the most value to them. And that's going to be your anchor point from now on. If ever you drift and you're not able to give the most value, you'll know to change that into yourself, to align so that you're able to deliver that value to the most people. And I would really just keep it simple like that. The other lesson that I would give my younger self, and if I could really just start over, would be that happiness is not some destination that you're gonna arrive at one day. Like, when I get this car, I'm gonna be happy. When I get this girl, this money, or this house. And that being happy is a decision you make in every moment. Every moment you could decide to find a reason to be grateful in that moment. And that is what happiness is. It's stringing many, many moments throughout the day together of being grateful. And the crazy thing is that the more you want things, the more you're focusing on the lack. The more you're thinking of you're in a very ungrateful state, and you're actually pushing those things away. So the more grateful you are, the more happy you are, the faster you get the things that you want. But when you want them, you don't even need them. You're already happy. It's just like a bonus. You're like, this is cool, but I don't even need it. And then you get more things. So that's what I would teach my younger self right now.
Wow. Well, we got way more out of this podcast than I thought. So thank you for delivering the amazing frequency and energy.
Hell yeah, my brother.
Like, elevated all of us here today. So we're going to hit the gym.
Oh, yeah.
My
honor, bro. My honor.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. Close it out.